can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand.
Good day. Welcome to Pagepedia Videography Challenge. My name is Omeri Nassandra, your host for today. With us, we have the Chief Executive Officer of Finch Glow Travels and the President of NANTA. He's a young entrepreneur, he's a giant in the travel agency business, and he's a go-getter, a hard worker, and a pace-setter, the person of Mr. Bernard Bankole. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
So, sir, could you please tell us a bit about yourself?
Okay, my name is Bankole Bernard, and I'm the CEO of Finch Glow Travels Limited, a company that was incorporated in 2002 and started full operation in 2006. And since then, we've been in operation, and we have grown from a small travel agency to a major travel management company with a franchise with one of the big global travel management company called FCM, based in Australia.
Okay, so how many branches do you have so far?
Yeah, we started off in 2006 with one branch, and as of today, we have 8 branches, 5 in Lagos, 2 in Abuja, and 1 in Port Harcourt.
Okay.
The whole essence is to spread our tentacles to make sure that we have a very good coverage of our clients.
Okay, so please, can you tell us about your educational background, where you got your first degree, your university education, your master's, if any, and then primary and secondary school, everything about your educational background?
Okay, I started my elementary school with a convent school called St. Nazareth in Epe.
Okay.
Then from there, I proceeded to a primary school based in K2 when Jaconde changed the situation of schools to make every school a public school.
Okay.
Then I did my secondary school in Apostolic Church Grammar School. Then from there to Igbobi College. From Igbobi College, I went to University of Lagos,
Okay.
where I had my first degree.
Okay.
And since then, I've not had the opportunity of securing another degree, except for different trainings I've gone for.
Okay. We gathered, and as everybody know, you're the president of NANTA.
Yes.
What sort of professional organization or professional body do you belong to?
As of today, I found myself in the aviation industry, and NANTA seems to be the only association
Okay.
that exists within the industry. And I've been with NANTA in the last 10 years. The work is kind of very time consuming, so I focus so much on activities that revolves around the industry.
So obviously you're a busy man. I'm sure you travel from here to there all the time. 9 branches is actually not easy. So could you please describe to us a typical work week and how you organize yourself on a daily basis?
Yeah, for me, it's crazy. Maybe because of my banking background. I worked in the bank for several years.
Okay.
And coming from banking to the aviation industry, the aggression in banking still lives in me. So my typical week starts from Monday, where I resume work at 5 a.m.
Okay.
And that gives me the ample time to plan between the 5 and 7:15 that I will start my meeting to plan my entire week. Okay. So every Monday I resume work at 5. And the general meeting starts at 7:15, which we'll have till 10. Then after then, I go over activities of the day by going for different calls which are planned up, and my week runs like that. But every other days of the week, it starts from 8. Only Monday starts at 5 a.m.
Okay. So you made mention of having a banking background.
Yes.
So, how many years of working experience do you have so far?
I've worked for about 19 years thereabout.
Okay.
Out of which 10 of it has been in aviation industry. Working on the bank, I worked in the bank in three different banks. I started my banking career with EcoBank.
Okay.
I worked at their Apapa branch. Then I was moved to the Ojuelegba branch, where I changed bank to join Metropolitan Bank, which is no more in existence now. Then from there, I joined First Atlantic Bank as well, which is no longer in existence. It was actually the reduction in the number of banks in Nigeria that made me to call it quit with the banking world, that let me go into something else. I've always had passion for aviation, and that was what attracted me to this job.
Okay, apart from having the passion and that, attracted you to aviation, what inspired you to start up Finch Glow?
Well, like I said, I've always liked everything about flying. The ability to move around. When I was growing up, my father happens to work with a construction company called Army Road Construction. And with Army Road Construction, they're forced to move from one place to another because they get projects everywhere. So every holiday, my father will send a driver down. The driver would drive us all the way from Lagos to wherever he is in the north. So it gives us the opportunity to know all the states in the federation. So I developed that interest of having to move up and down, and growing up knowing fully well that I can move freely like that, I wanted to know what's like flying. So when I had the opportunity, I started going to neighboring countries. Then I actually enjoy traveling. It's fun.
Okay. So as the CEO of Finch Glow and also the president of NANTA, we know you're obviously a busy man. So how do you manage work and family? How do you manage all of that?
Well, the truth about life is that you have to learn to balance of life and make sacrifices where it is necessary. When I realized how tight my schedule is, I had to make some sacrifices, because first thing and foremost, God comes first, the family comes next, then every other thing. And because I understand very well that I don't joke with those, either my God or my family. So I sacrifice my social life for my family. So most times, most weekends, I spend it with the family at home, and having to cut out a lot of social engagements that might possibly come up.
Okay, so for now, what would you say is your greatest career accomplishment for now?
My greatest one are the people I've surrounded myself with. I've been a source of inspiration to a lot of people. I've influenced a lot of lives, especially those that have worked with me, and those that are no longer with me, that had the opportunity of coming in contact with me. I've rubbed off on them, and I get testimonies that how my influence has changed life, and I'm really grateful to God for that.
Okay. So a man of your position, you have to make huge decisions every day. So how do you keep your feelings from clouding your decision making?
Well, I equally had the opportunity of reading books that were written by great men, and one of my best books was written by John C. Maxwell. Building the leaders within you and around you. And I know that you have to constantly evolve. You have to constantly work on yourself so that the best of you is what people will see, and it will rub off on them.
Okay. So if you could do this all over again, what would you do differently?
Honestly, I'll do this over and over again. The truth is, in life, there are stages, and I just feel that everyone should be more than willing to go through their stages. I had the opportunity of starting small, and I appreciated it. When I became a middle size, I appreciated it. Now that I'm big, I appreciate it more, because it makes me feel a lot of people are looking at me. I can afford to disappoint them, so I keep on with a good work, because I don't want to let people down.
Okay. So, what word of advice do you have to the younger generation and people out there who look up to you as a source of inspiration?
For the younger generation, they need to embrace patience, and they must learn to celebrate small beginning. Everybody wants to become rich overnight, but the truth is, if you don't make sacrifice, you can't get there. Hard work pays, but it requires a lot of diligence and a lot of patience. They need to just stay focused. That's it.
You've heard it all. Be diligent, embrace patience, and also enjoy your little beginning. It's been fun so far. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us.
You're most welcome. Thank you very much.
Join us on www.pagepedia.com for more videos. Thank you. Have a blessed day.